Hello students. In this lecture we will talk about blasting. Now blasting is a mechanism by which you prepare the surface, prepare the substrate before the coating is going to take place for better adhesion. So it's basically a method of substrate preparation. Now, in my lecture on surface modification, lecture number 125, you can I have talked about blasting. I've given a little introduction about blasting, and this I will talk about it in details here. Now, whenever you are modifying the surface or you are preparing the surface, you need to bombard it with some abrasives. So that is why this blasting is sometimes also called an abrasive blasting. Now the main points, if you look into the details of the abrasive blasting, so they're basically, as I've told you, they're basically the finishing of materials by forceful direction of an abrasive media. So it's basically limited to finishing purposes, and they are so the substrate finishing, or we should also say cleaning or substrate preparation, whatever you may call it, depends on the type of application you are using. And so the surface is cleaned by removal of unwanted rust and scale paint. So cleaning by removal of unwanted rust and scale paint. Now, for painting purposes, suppose you would like to paint the surface, then for that you require a clean surface, not only for painting but for anodizing and welding, etc. You require a clean surface, and so this cleaning is beneficial for these sort of applications. Now, whenever you're doing a certain mechanism, it comes with some side effects. Now, the first side effect that one can think about, or one observes in abrasive blasting, is there is formation of stress. Now, in this case, this is beneficial, the stress formation, because it actually stress release takes place by peening. Peening is again a mechanism where you are causing severe plastic deformation by allowing high energy ions or high energy foreign materials to hit on a target, and this is mainly for metal surface. So this is one of the applications. You relieve the stress. Secondly, you remove some tool marks. Suppose the material or the metal, for instance, has been used for some previous applications, and there is some tool marks. So by abrasive blasting, we can remove any tool marks on the material. Secondly, there is a decorative aspect also associated with abrasive blasting. So it is a decorative finish. And another way of looking into it's not a new thing, but we have already discussed, is the removal of excess material. And the process is called flashing. From the molded plastic or rubber. And this is important, and it removes excess material from molded plastic or rubber. Okay. Now, although we are using the term abrasive blasting, you can classify the. So it's also called a dry blasting for that matter. You can call it a grit blasting, or you can call it an abrasive blasting. Both of them, whatever you will call it, they fall into the category of dry blasting. Now, this dry blasting can again be accomplished by two ways. First of all is mechanical blasting. So mechanical methods. And the second one is using high air pressure. It's called air pressure blasting. So this is one and this is two. So we are mainly concerned with mechanical blasting. So in mechanical blasting, this is the most common thing. There is a cabinet and there is blast wheels which cause a centrifugal force. This cabinet consists of some blast wheels. It houses some blast wheels which providing centrifugal force. cabinet, and these are the blast wheels. Now, this is the feed or the powder which needs to be used as an abrasive. It is supplied to it. So this is feed. And so this, when this it goes to the wheels, and they provide the centrifugal flows, and this is the direction of the blast which take place. So here is the substrate, and these feeds are by the centrifugal force, they are directed towards the substrate, and this is what causes the mechanical blasting. Now these wheels are made up of high alloy. Talking about the wheels, they are made up of high alloys, and they are wear resistant. Cast iron, they can also be used, and they can be easily replaced. And apart from that, this cabinet consists of heavy rubber mats. So this is the cabinet. It's actually enclosed to so that there is no, to prevent discharge of any stray material, and heavy rubber mats are actually used as a cushion, as a padding, so that used as the work table. So to cushion the impact of the shock of the to cushion the shock, so they will be traveling at a very high speed. So cushion the shock by the abrasives. Now, talking about this shock, that means they will be traveling at a very high velocity. So the abrasive velocity is 250 feet per second. And they are used as has been already said, they are used to clean strip steel and automotive camshafts. Axle shafts, engine blocks, wheel axles also. So they have got very high application in automotive industries.